Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel once again and welcome back to part 2 of orthodontic department image based question we basically solving here. So let's start. Question number 25. The space that are seen below are named as. Okay, so you can see that image clearly, and the question is the space that are seen below are named as. Your option is pre-med space, option B is leeway space, option C is incisor liability, and option D is none of the above. So guys, what do you think the right answer? It's a very easy question. The right answer is pre-med space. Option A is the correct answer because pre-med space is a semen space also. Normal physiologic space also we called it. It's present mesially to canine in upper maxilla and distal to canine in lower mandible. Okay, so the right answer is pre-med space. Now come to the next question. Identify the malocclusion. So here you can see that malocclusion is going like this. So the options are mesial step, distal step, flush terminal plane, and none of the above. This is a very basic and very important question at the same time and very easy to solve. Obviously you can see the arrow that will go mesial. It will follow the mesial incline. So basically it is a nothing but the mesial step is the right answer, option A. Now come to the next question. Identify the malocclusion. So again here you can see the malocclusion, straight line here. Okay, so the options is option A mesial step, option B distal step, option C flush terminal plane, and option D is none of the above. So here we can clearly see that it is nothing but the flush terminal plane because the line here the line is nothing goes mesially or distally, so it goes straight. So the right answer is option C flush terminal plane here. Okay, now come to the next question. Again, identify the malocclusion. So here you can see clear in this picture that it will go distally. Okay, you know malocclusion, right? Class 1, class 2, class 3 angle classification of malocclusion. I am not explaining in detail here, so you can understand in a better way. Here the answer is distal step. Okay, if you follow that diagram, if you follow that curvature or this line, what you called is this is nothing but the distal step. Option B is the right answer. Okay, now come to the next question. What is the significance of this parameter? Okay, and your option is option A antero-posterior positioning of mandible in relations to cranial base, antero-posterior positioning of maxilla in relations to cranial base, relation of maxilla to mandible, and none of the above. What do you think the right answer? Here the right answer is nothing but the option A is the right answer. It is nothing but antero-posterior positioning of mandible in relation to cranial base. Okay, now come to the next question. What is the significance of this parameter? So again it is a skeletal representation here. Okay, your option is option A antero-posterior positioning of mandible in relations to cranial base, antero-posterior positioning of maxilla in relation to cranial base, relation of maxilla to mandible, and option D is none of the above. The right answer is here. The right answer is here. Option B is the right answer. It is the antero-posterior positioning of maxilla in relations to cranial base. Okay, so this diagram is very important. Now come to the next question. Increase in the following facial angle result in. Okay, class 3 malocclusion, class 2 malocclusion, class 1 malocclusion, none of the above. The option A is the right answer. Okay, class 3 malocclusion because facial angle is the angle formed by intersection of nasion to pogonion and FH plane. You can clearly see FH plane here. It is a horizontal plane and this is your point nasion or this is your point pogonion which goes vertically. Okay, so facial angle how it formed when nasion joined with the last pogonion part. Okay, so the facial angle form like this. It indicates the antero-posterior positioning of mandible to upper face. Okay, average value if we talk about 87.8, and any increase in facial angle suggests class 3 malocclusion. Okay, so here the right answer is option A class 3 malocclusion. Okay, now come to the next question. Increase in angle result in. Again the question is same, increase in angle result in. Okay, Option A is lower incisor proclination, mandibular plane angle, FH plane, and none of the above. The right answer is option A, lower incisor proclination. Mandibular plane incisor angle is formed by intersection of long axis of lower incisor and mandibular plane angle. So if you see, this is mandibular plane angle, okay, and this is a incisor. This is a incisal angle. You can see the picture clearly. The line goes bisecting that incisor. Okay, so this is a incisal angle and this is your mandibular plane angle, and together they can make this angle. Okay, the mean angulation is 1.4 here, and an increase in this angle, because they ask increase in angle is, so the average or the mean value is 1.4, but if it increases, this angle indicates the lower incisor proclination. Okay, this is a twin triangle. If you heard or if you read about more, then refer your book orthodontics. Okay, so lower incisor proclination is the right answer here. The option A is the right answer. Okay, now come to the next question. What is the significance of this parameter? Again, significance. Okay, anterior-posterior positioning of mandible in relations to cranial base. Option B is anterior-posterior positioning of maxilla in relations to cranial base. Option C is relation of maxilla to mandible and growth pattern of an individual. The right answer is nothing but option D is the right answer here. Growth pattern of an individual. I think it is nothing but the growth pattern of individual. What do you think it forms? It forms an y-axis angle, and y-axis angle is obtained by joining scilla to gnathon with FH plane. Obviously you can see this is FH plane or horizontal plane, or this is scilla turcica, and it's joined with this gnathon. It's make y-axis angle. Okay, so the mean value is 59 degree. You have to remember the angle or the value of this degree. Okay, so the mean value of is the 59 degree, which indicates vertical growth of the patient.